Okay, welcome. Thank you for joining me on another video. My name is Walter O'Neill and I own AntiquesArena. I'm a UK reseller. I buy and sell antiques, collectibles, and anything interesting, weird, and wonderful, and put them up for sale on the website. Purpose of today's video is a bit of a vlog, a chat, got some news to share with you. The boot sale seasons are starting back up, so we're going to have a chat about that. Got a little bit of a haul. I've selected just a few pieces to share with you. But should we get started? Hopefully you'll enjoy today's video. We're going to start off with a little bit of news, and that is that. That's where I've been for the last 3 weeks, getting ready for the wedding and getting married. In 3 weeks or nearly 4 weeks. So, yeah. I am going to put the wedding, the video of the wedding and some photographs and things up in a video of their own. Because I do have quite a few followers who follow me as well in every day, not just for the antiques. So it's going to be optional. You don't have to watch it. If it's not your thing, you don't have to click on it. It will clearly state it's the wedding video. I'm going to share just a couple of photos of the wedding now before we move on and talk about everything else. It's only 3 photos, just a little teaser if you like. We got married up in Cyfarthfa Castle, which is a Welsh castle built by William Crochet in the 1820s. So I'm going to share just a couple of photographs. This one was taken in the golf club at the reception. Beautiful bridge there. Hang on. Number 2. This was outside the castle on the grounds on the day. And finally, there you have it. You can see the castle there in the background. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but we had an absolute stunning day. It was the only dry day in the month. It rained every day before in the month and every day nearly after in the month. So we got married in Cyfarthfa Castle, had the reception in the golf club, and then we went off to a spa for some massages and hot tubs and just a nice little relax for a couple of days. We didn't go abroad. We got children, so we couldn't leave them. And then we just had a nice quiet week in Porthcawl. However, whilst in Porthcawl, I did do some charity shops. You can take the boy out of the antique fairs and the car boot sales, but you can't take him out of him. Down in Porthcawl on, what is realistically a honeymoon, if you can call it a honeymoon in Porthcawl, but the wedding week, and I'm in the charity shops. Goes to show how much I love it. I got a few things out the charity shops. I got loads of the charity shops in the week, but I've selected just a few of the nicer pieces to share with you. Before I do that, the boot sales are starting back up. They've been trying to start back up for 3 weeks, but every week it's rained and they've said the fields are not ready. So they tried to start 3 weeks ago. They still haven't started. The only one that have started at the moment is Massacumber or Tirabirth by Tesco's in Astramanach. And that's going on a Thursday and Saturday. And I have been attending that and I've done okay out of that. To be honest with you, I've got probably 100 listings to share with you over the next couple of weeks. I really have bought some absolutely beautiful stuff. Now, as you know, I do the car boot sales as well. I got to pay to go in them if you want to go in early up in Madley. So it's £10 entry if you want to go in as a trader, or if you want to go in to sell, it's £8. So no brainer. I'm driving there anyway, chuck some bits in the car and sell. So whilst there, I've got some bits to go on my stall to advertise. First of all, I got this massive plastic sign to go on like an artist easel to be stood up. And that now will be on every car boot sale when I go. I'll stand that up by the car. So it advertises the website, it advertises the YouTube channel, gives my number if anybody wants house clearance or anything like that. So yeah, nice bit of advertising. And then if they like that and they want to take the details rather than have to take photos or write it down, I've printed off little flyers that they can take with them. This stuff was not expensive. I think I bought 1,000 flyers. I got bundles and bundles of these. In fact, where are they? I think they're up just up the top there. You can see them there. There's bundles and bundles of them. I think it was 1,000 flyers for about £17, which really is nothing. That big sign, I think, cost me about £30. You only need one customer to come off it, and it's paid for itself. So, yeah, that is now my new sign. That'll be at all my boot sales, as I say. I know what you think of it. Advertises, it gives just the amount of information I want. It tells them I have good inventory, gives them a website, gives them a phone number, and tells them about my YouTube channel. These were all done through Vistaprint, and no, I'm not on commission. I use Vistaprint, I always have. I've done all my leaflets, everything. I've also, I haven't opened them, now got, I had gift cards when I had the shop. People could buy a gift card and come in the shop and give a gift card as a present. But I now have gift cards again for on the website. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give unique codes now, because the website's been set up that I can give a code out and give a discount off that particular code. So people can buy a gift card for any price they want, £5, £10, £100. And then once they purchase it, I will give them a unique code that will give them a one-off discount of that £100, and they can buy any item they want. So I now do gift cards. They were a hit in the shop. I sold quite a few gift cards in the shop, but people, they didn't know what to get them, so they give them gift cards. They'd come in buy jewelry or some collectibles. So I haven't sold any yet. I've put them on the website. I think it's about a week or 2 weeks, but it is what it is. They're done. They cost about £1 each, believe it or not, to print off. I think it was 10. It printed off 10 or 20 gift cards, and the envelopes, and they worked out about £1 each. So they're quite expensive to print off those gift cards. Moving along. I went to auction in Tremorfa in Cardiff probably a month ago now. That's how far behind I am with the videos. And I bought I bought 2 job lots, but I bought one massive job lot. It cost me £22 plus taxes. So I don't know what that works out, about 30 quid, give or take. Anyway, this job lot had an Irish bowl, 19th century Irish bowl. It had 4 Swedish glass paperweights. It had a beautiful TG green vase, amongst many more things that, to be honest with you, I'm going to be listing for weeks to come. I have listed quite a bit of it, and I'm going to do a video separately showing you some of the things that have come out of that haul. But I want to show you this one piece first in today's video, which was this. It was a TG green Ivanhoe vase, hand painted with that really thick slip design. I suppose you can call it Art Nouveau. Anyway, I'd done some research, and you couldn't find these vases anywhere outside of the TG Green Museum. And I've actually put a link there to the TG Green Museum in the description. Anyway, I wake up the following morning. This hadn't even been listed for 12 hours. And who should buy it but the TG Green Museum? So it's gone home. Now, it wasn't without imperfections. If I click on this here, you can see all the inside was stained. Now, you could soak that in bleach and it would draw all that out, I would imagine, because I've done it in the past. But the vase itself, it had no chips, no cracks, and it was absolutely beautiful. But yeah, as I said, I searched and searched, and I couldn't find any of these Ivanhoe vases up for sale. I only found the info about them on the TG Green website, on the museum website. So you can see there, TG Green, Ivanhoe, England. Anyway, so I come across here. This is the TG Green Museum. This is their archives. You can see there the building they're in, the TG Green. They've even got it wrought into the tiles on the roof. I'm hoping I'm sharing here. Yes, I am. Anyway, you come into their archives and it shows you all the different things. And look at the selection of these Ivanhoe vases they got. Mine is that one. I think it was that one. But look at them. Absolutely breathtaking. And they got so much TG Green. It's shocking. Well worth recording this website, to be honest, because if you've got a piece that's unmarked, you could come on here and go through it and find your pattern, which confirms it. Now that is a Muchaway tankard. I didn't realize they were made by TG Green as well, because the originals are quite early. Anyway, as I told you, it was sold to the TG Green Museum within 12 hours of being listed. And what did they do? If you scroll down here, they were only kind enough to actually put a post out, showing some of their Ivanhoe pieces and actually thanking me for their new addition to their collection. And you can see it there at the back with a bit of staining inside. Looks like they've removed some of it already. So anybody interested in TG Green, they got a Facebook page, tggreen.co limited pottery, or you can have a look at the museum. And it was absolutely wonderful to buy something that went straight back home to where it belonged. Now, I done well on the lot. To be honest with you, the lot's going to probably return me £500-600, if not more, for the £22 I put onto it. Don't ask me how it was missed by the dealers. It was on the different day. They normally have the antiques auction on a Sunday, and they have the general household on a Saturday, and this was tucked in a general household section of the sale. Anyway, I went to collect on the Monday, and as usual, dealers, being dealers, they'd stolen 2 of the Swedish glass paperweights. I went in, spoke to Dave. I didn't ask for a refund. There was so much there and so much money's worth there. But they'd stolen about £200-250 worth of Swedish glass paperweights. These were good-sized paperweights, fully signed up, Sweden, limited edition. So I spoke to Dave, and he assured me he was going to go through the CCTV camera and try and find who stole them and ban them. I don't agree with stealing out of people's lots. I paid £22 for it. If they wanted the stuff that bad, bid against me. It was so cheap. I honestly bookmarked like £150 for that lot. I had it for £22. Now, I don't normally preach auctions, but in that instance, it was amazing. But it doesn't happen often. Really doesn't. But yeah, I haven't heard nothing back from Dave if he caught the people who were stealing, or whether he even looked. I don't know. I haven't been back there since. It leaves a sour taste in your mouth when people are stealing the good pieces out of your lot. Now, the piece I wanted was the Georgian, the Irish piece. It was a big bowl. I'll show it to you in another video. Or you can go on my website and search for it. It's AntiquesArena.com. And I'm not kidding you, it was black. The house, it looked like it had been in a fire. Everything was smoke damaged. It was literally ½ inch of smoke over everything or such. You picked it up and your hands were black. But I didn't care. It all washed off and all come clean. And it was all really, really good gear. I've listed 1/3 of what I've bought out of that job lot yet so far. So, and I've got some money's worth on this. So that was really, really good. Anyway, as I've already explained to you, I got married. We had a couple of days in the spa. Went to Puthcall for a week away with the children. But I went in the charity shop. So should we see what I bought? Excuse me. It's the first sunny day and I'm already sneezing. Okay, so we're going to start off here. I didn't just have this. Now, I walked into the charity shop and my heart skipped a beat. I thought, oh my God, 18th century Chinese. Picked it up, English Spode copy. However, it is gorgeous. It's got the little strawberry finial or whatever the fruit is for finial. But what I love most about it is the entwined handles. There. Just like you find on the 18th century Chinese. It is in the Fitzhugh pattern. Absolutely gorgeous with the moulding. But it's by Spode. It's not an 18th century one, unfortunately. But I had this. Where are we? Let me come out of there. I had this teapot. I had a set of 6 plates. I had the jug. And 1 or 2 other bits for £10. 10 whole pounds. As you can see, the teapot's gone up for 95 on its own. Out to the same charity shop, I purchased 3 pieces of silver. Now, they were in the cabinet, priced up as silver for £5 each. As you know, I sell silver £1 a gram. Across the board, I'm not being funny, they pay you up to 60 pence a gram for silver that they can resell themselves anyway. So I'm not going to be dull enough to scrap real good quality silver for less than that. So I sell all my silver for £1 a gram. Now this is 1960 Addy Brothers. I think it was a Birmingham hallmark. Let me just double check. Yeah, Birmingham hallmark. There you go. Addy Brothers mark there. Your anchor, lion, and the date letter for 1960. So that cost me a £5. This also cost me a £5, which was the bowl, the matching bowl to it, which was another 130 grams or 124 grams. I also had this absolutely stunning dish by William Cummins, 1964, and this is 190 grams. And again, this was a £5. Look at them hallmarks on the rim there. You can't even miss them. There you go. Absolutely gorgeous piece of silver. 200 grams for a £5. You really can't get over that, can you? I had other stuff. I walked up the town. We went through the town and that. And there's a couple of charity shops. The stuff I had that out of was Emma's, I think it's called. Anyway, just down below that is a charity shop called The Bazaar, which is about a few hundred yards away. And then 2 or 3 doors down from that was like a little second-hand shop, a boutique, if you like. Anyway, I saw it in the night. I looked and I thought, I love everything in the window. I'd have bought it all, and there was no prices on there. So I said, right, I'm going back in the morning. I went back in the morning. She was still shut, but there was a phone number on the door. So I phoned her up. I said, are you opening today? She said, yeah. I said, well, how long are you going to be? Because I'm at your door. She said, oh, I'll be there 5 minutes. I waited. I bought almost the entire window. She was selling stuff £2, £3, £4, and £5. They're closing the shop down, and she sold everything off. And I'm going to do a video just on the stuff I bought off her, because I bought for about £40. She sold me probably about £1,500, £2,000 worth of stock. She just wanted it all gone. She said it's all a couple of pound a piece, £2 or £3 a piece. Anyway, I'm going to share one piece that I bought with offer, just the one. This is a very large 14-inch Waterford crystal bowl. But it's not just any Waterford crystal bowl. I'll share the details with you in a minute. It's got this trefoil cut fans on the top here. Is it? Yeah, trefoil cut. Then you have all the strawberry diamonds down here. It was very hard to capture good images of it because of the size. It wouldn't really fit in my photo booth tidy. It's absolutely gorgeous. There was one small slither chip on the inside of one of the rims. That's all. Other than that, it's in good condition. I think I've got a photo of that chip somewhere. I should have. I didn't go shy on the photographs. There's the chip. That doesn't all go all the way through. It's just a slither chip on the surface. That's the only chip on the thing. And I'm not kidding you. It is massive. It's near enough 10 inches, 10 inches wide and 14 inches long. And then I thought it was, I'll be honest with you, when I bought it, I thought from the color, the weight, the quality of the cut in, the strawberry diamonds, those little fans on the top, I thought 19th century Irish. Excuse me. Because that's what you're looking for on the early Irish pieces. I thought, nice Anglo-Irish piece, beautiful bowl. I thought that's hundreds of pounds worth. Anyway, I'd never seen one so big. So I put it on Talking Antiques, which is a Facebook group where I asked for a second opinion. And a couple of people commented, and one very kind gentleman commented. Let me see if I can just get his name a minute, just to thank him. Anyway, he commented. He said, I know the bowl, he said, but I can't think of it. But he said they're like £1,500. I thought, okay. I'll find it now, 2 seconds. I'm going to share with you now. Anyway, he comes back in about 20 minutes, said, found your bowl. It was Waterford crystal, and it's the Kennedy pattern. So Here we go. Let me just share. Now it's up. So this was my bowl. I shared the photographs. I told him straight. I said I thought it was a Anglo-Irish piece, and his name was Jeff Cup. So if you're watching, or if anybody's watching, just thank him for me. It was absolutely amazing. And he said that's a Waterford piece. Can't remember the name, but it's a hand-cut masterwork piece. You can find Waterford mark on the bottom of the base, and they're worth about 1,500. Anyway, then he comes in down here, he does a bit of research, and he says they seem to have gone down in value, but that's your bowl. And he put in here, there it is, the Kennedy bowl oval centerpiece. So I'm really grateful for him for his help on there. So then I done some research on the bowl. Let's go down, go. Bear with me. So yeah, sorry. Then I done some research on the Kennedy bowl. The Kennedy bowl has a limited production run of only 100 pieces. It was part of the Heritage Collection. Each piece was crafted by a master cutter. That means the best Waterford had to offer. The original bowl was presented to JFK himself, President John F. Kennedy himself, and 100 more were made to mark the 50th anniversary of his homecoming. Is that not spectacular? And she charged me, it was either £2 or £3 for that on a job lot. Now, I've looked online. People have sold them for 1,500, and some people are asking, 400, 500. But the ones who are asking 400, 500s and that, they do have condition issues and so forth. More than what I got, that's for sure. So that was absolutely fabulous. And that came out of that bazaar. But I also had a lot of stuff out of the bazaar. I had white friars. I had Japanese vase. I bought the most beautiful Japanese vase, tube line decorated, just like you find on Moorcroft. Absolutely beautiful with the flowers all over it. And then it had the blue infill like you find on the Chinese pieces. Now, I know it's 20th century, but it was beautiful. So I bought it, and I put the mark up on Token Antiques, and I said, does anybody actually know the mark? I knew it was Japanese, but I said, does anybody actually know the mark? I was wondering if it was Fukijawa or if anybody actually knew the factory that made it. And you would not believe the negativity that I had the second time round. First time round, I couldn't be, more grateful where I was helped with the bowl. Look at this. There's the mark I put up, which was the mark. That underneath there says hand painted in English. But then obviously you had this Oriental mark, could have been Chinese, could have been Japanese. But I had 6 comments on it. First one comes in, translation, microwave and dishwasher safe. So I very politely said to him, well, how did you translate that, or what language do you translate that from? Because it, says hand painted in English. So they would have put that in English if it was in English. And then he comes up, I was only joking. Okay, fine. But then this one here, Matthew Domzal, or whatever his name was, just turns up Japanese rubbish. Now, he hadn't seen the vase. All I put up was that mark, the picture of the mark. So I just said to him, thank you for saying Japanese, but was the rubbish needed? And I just don't get why people can be like that. At the end of the day, if you don't want to help someone, don't comment. I asked for help because I didn't know the factory. If you don't want to comment, don't comment. But if someone's asking for help and you know the answer and you want to give the answer, give the answer. You don't have to slag the piece down. You don't know the history of that piece. It could be some really important sentimental value to somebody. They may love it. Just because you don't have eyes for something doesn't mean others don't. Some Japanese stuff pulls really good money. Really, really good money. So, and it is a beautiful vase. In fact, while we're here, I'm going to share the vase with you since I've talked about the vase. It's not going to be everybody's taste, but it is a tube-lined porcelain vase, and it is heavy. Bear with me while I call it up. Right. So, This is the vase that was in question. And I'm not kidding you, right? It is absolutely beautiful. That is all piped tube line like you'd find on Moorcroft. And it goes all the way around. Now, I know the blue infill is very poor quality like you find on the modern Chineses. I know that. But the actual tree and the flowers were so beautifully done. So much life in them. There's the mark. Really is an absolute stunning thing. The trees and the flowers were just breathtaking. And there was a heavy porcelain vase. Japanese. I knew it was 20th century, but I was hoping somebody would know the factory. But I just didn't see the point in someone being nasty in commenting. I don't see what they get out of it. If you're on a group to learn, learn. If you're on a group to help, help. But don't go on there and slag people off. It's just not needed. You know, there's enough, people struggle enough with their day-to-day lives and things, and, you know, life's hard enough without people just, oh, that's rubbish, yeah, when they hadn't even seen it. So, yeah. Anyway, I think I'm going to leave it there. The video for the wedding will be out as soon as the photographer has finished with making the video and doing the album and all the photographs. I got to be honest, though, he was taking photos all day. He was absolutely amazing. He was so good with all the guests. He was fabulous with the baby. The baby had meltdowns. Nobody could get her to do anything, but he did. He had some beautiful shots of the baby. And he sneaked off. He said, I got to go down the shop. I just thought, oh, his batteries are dead or something, because his shop was only half a mile down the road. So in Mountain Ash Studio, Wayne Hankins. And he said, I got to nip down the shop. Anyway, he comes back and presents me with two beautiful photographs. Hang on. Oh, sorry. Yeah, so we'd been married an hour, 2 hours at the most at this point, and he sneaked off down the shop and he came back up. That was the first one he gave us to take home with us on the day. So we had a photograph we didn't have to wait for. And he also gave us this, which I'd never seen before. He gave us this, and then we walked around and we had somebody on each table signing and leaving a little message on the actual card going around the photograph. So he turned up with the photograph. Everybody who was there, or, you know, one person per table sort of thing, or one person per family, signed it, wrote on it, and he took it back and glazed it for us. And we picked that up then when we come back on the Monday. But I'd never seen anything done like that before. So we got a beautiful memento of the day. And he presented it to us at the reception. Went back to his shop, printed it off, come back to the reception and give it to us. We were limited. We could only have 50 guests. The castle can only hold 50 people. So we were very limited. 50 guests is all we could have. The reception, we had a bit more. I think we had it like 80 at the reception, and we had a beautiful roast buffet. But it was absolutely stunning. So we're very happy for everybody who turned up and supported us. Thank you very much, family and the few friends we invited. We couldn't invite that many friends because the family took up all the numbers. But we had a fabulous day. But I'm going to share the video of the wedding when the photographer's finished. And I'm going to share with you, well, and I'll do another video showing all the auction buy, that auction lot, or most of the stuff that come out of it. I think I do still have some of the photographs I took of the lot on the day. And obviously I got the rest of the stuff to show you from Puthcall. But if anybody wants to see some of the listings I've done, just go to the website. I've listed a couple of hundred items over the last month or so that haven't been filmed yet. So if you want a sneak peek of what's coming up in the films, go and have a look. Other than that, I think that's about it. It's nice to have a vlog and a catch up and a chat. And I'll get back to my videos as normal now, ASAP. So if you got it this far, thank you very, very much. Leave a comment and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.